Okay, hi Stephen. Thank you for agreeing to do the interview. I'm hoping that a few people will watch this and may be inspired to try this way of eating. So I'm going to crack straight on with the first question, and that is, what made you consider carnivore?
Yeah, I've been struggling with weight loss for, oh geez, 15 years or so, on the roller coaster, going on diets, exercising like crazy. Nothing really seemed to take hold. But one thing I did notice was carbs definitely did help me pack on the pounds. So a lot of research that my wife did suggests that carnivore was a kind of a good way to go. So we thought we'd give it a try. Um, and then early on in this sort of carnivore program, I learned that I needed to get a bypass surgery. And so then, sort of an added incentive was getting ready for that surgery, seeing if I could lose as much weight as possible
Mm,
prior to that.
yeah. So I'm going to add in here that needing quadruple bypass is something from years and years and years of eating the wrong way. It wasn't the fact that you went carnivore, you suddenly needed it.
Yeah.
Um, so let's get to the nitty gritty of the weight thing. That's the first thing then. So what was your heaviest and what do you weigh now?
Um, when I started this recent carnivore program, I was at 275, and right now I'm at 229. So just cycling around 230 right now, up and down, plus or minus 3 pounds.
Yeah. So
My
46 pounds, that's not bad, is it?
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. That's been in about 6 months.
Okay. So how long ago was the operation?
It was almost 4 months ago now.
Okay. And did you hear from the doctors the fact that you lost weight was helpful? Was that something they suggested you do as well?
It's not something that they suggested that I do, but in my post-surgery meetings with doctors, they did say that is a good thing. I think that's not something they suggest because I don't think it's something they expect
No.
somebody to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
And how did
but
it go, the
everyone did
surgery?
know, sort of that now, on top of the surgery that I had already lost weight, and so that's a good thing.
Yeah. And how did the surgery go, did they say?
Surgery went fine.
Mm,
Got a good surgeon here, so that
brilliant.
helped.
Well,
Recovery was pretty quick.
you're looking pretty healthy. I think we've been doing this for about 6 months, I think, something like that.
Oh,
So it's
definitely.
not nice to see the weight coming off. What tactics have you been using?
The first part was just cutting out carbs and sticking to the keto diet. Uh, and that was the initial and sort of the first 25 pounds was that. Then I started incorporating intermittent fasting, um, just sort of 24-hour fast, then some 36, and then 48, and then just this week I did my first 72-hour fast. And that's definitely helped. The big thing I've noticed with the fasting is with just controlling my diet, my body would often reach a plateau and I'd sort of stabilize at a new weight. And then fasting really just seems a way to kickstart a new set of losses.
Excellent. And you're also looking at your blood glucose, I believe.
Yes, yeah, I am incorporating CGM, a consistent glucose monitor. So I'm watching what I'm eating and learning how different foods impact my glucose. Definitely working on getting my overall blood sugar lower, seeing how it changes through the day, and trying to not super successful at the moment, but still trying to work in trying to control when I eat and how that affects my blood sugar, especially in the mornings.
So what sort of readings are you getting in the morning?
In the mornings, when I first started with the CGM a couple of months ago, in the mornings it sort of would be between 180, 200, 220.
Mhm.
Now it's sort of about 140 to 160, so
Mhm.
it's been coming down. On days I'm fasting, I don't really get much of a morning increase at all, which is good. Um, so, and
Mm.
I've had a couple of mornings where it hasn't gone above 100. So,
Mm. And I think one thing that's shining through is you are having a trend of the weight going down and the blood glucose going down. Do I detect a slight element of impatience?
Well, yeah, you want it to go fast,
Yeah.
and it, and part of it is with the weight loss. It's interesting that it seems that I'll have a couple of weeks where I'll just be on a very consistent downward slope, and I'm losing a pound every day, or 2 pounds every 3 days, something like that. But then I stabilize and I flatten out, and that's always a little disheartening. Um,
Yes.
but
So what would
with encouragement, and especially with you keeping me positive,
yeah.
you stick with it, and then you start losing again.
Yeah, that's the thing. So would you say the coaching has helped you in that respect?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, in a number of ways. Part of it is, like I said, is kind of giving me encouragement through those more discouraging weeks when I'm not losing weight, or the one week where I did a little bit of backsliding and I seem to gain weight, and I'm not, and especially when you're not sure why.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you have a big cheat weekend and you're like, well, okay, I gained weight, but the bigger disappointment is when you're sticking to your diet and you're still gaining weight and you're like, oh, come on, man. But
Yeah.
talking, having a coach to give encouragement is nice.
Hmm.
um, the other thing that with coaching is, we've talked about a number of times, is I think most of us know what drives us, what helps us. And for me, it's accountability and guilt. And by letting those things, the triggers that drive me. And so nothing helps me more than just a slight look of disappointment from you, and that's like, oh, that's a driver, right?
Yes.
Making me feel guilty when I cheat, oh yeah, that helps me.
Yeah,
So
that's brilliant. Yeah, and I must admit, you're the first person, and I've done a lot of coaching sessions. The first person that bluntly said, "I need guilt to drive me." So it gave me a free pass to do that. Um, you did tell me just before this interview, actually, about some clothes shopping. So about the sizes that you went for. That was quite a nice story. If you would like to repeat that.
yeah, so I just bought a new pair of jeans that's down 2 sizes from my other jeans, which would which was great. I've just dropped 2 jean sizes, and some shirts that I haven't been able to wear for quite a long time now fit. So yeah, it's, definitely seeing positive outlooks, or
Yeah,
positive results.
brilliant. So I just want to thank you for doing the interview. It was short and sweet, which is what I like to do, just get some points across. And it's
Anytime.
been interesting to go through the journey with you. And your lovely wife Paula even texted me when you'd had the operation. I was very touched by that, so I just wanted to put that on record that I really appreciated the feedback. And a quadruple bypass is a big operation to go through, and you were still able to come out, get fitter, which I think is a testament to the way you're eating. You're eating good quality food with the right nutrients to help you sort of repair. You look brilliant. You look really healthy, considering that was only a couple of months ago you were on the operating table. Absolutely amazing. So I want to thank you for being so candid and talking about that. And I think people watching will be surprised, actually, that you got through the operation and you look and sound as healthy as you do. So that's really great. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks for all the support and guilt.